to mass adoption. And as we get more comfortable wearing these devices, it's going to unlock a whole new world that straddles between the physical and the digital. Historically, architecture used programming diagrams to define distinct, separate spaces. As we get into more postmodern architecture, we start to get a bleeding of different programs, creating these in-between spaces. VR and AR allow us to merge all of this and create multiple spaces within one physical space. And not just that, each person could have a totally different experience of that space. Basically, everything we know about three-dimensional space goes out the door, and we get what Matsuda calls the subjective space, where everyone can be in the same environment and experience different realities. Someone sitting just next to you on the bus will see a completely different city curated to their personal tastes and interests. You can be in your digital bedroom while you're physically in a cubicle or an airplane or a prison cell. You can also be in a museum or a concert hall or an aquarium or a basketball court or a pool or a school or a library. There's something fundamentally human about wanting to share a communal physical experience with other people. Studies have found that going through a shared experience, just by being in the same space, can intensify that experience, even if there's no verbal exchange and even if it's just with strangers. In this one study from Yale University, students were given chocolates, either simultaneously with another participant or alone. Despite both chocolates being identical, students reported the chocolates tasting better when they ate it with the other person in the room. And that's why, even if we don't need to, we like going to a library or a coffee shop. We like being in the same space in the presence of other people. These are some of the moments from the Lightship Summit conference in 2022. The graphics are still kind of at a rudimentary level, but it's an example of how virtual content could mesh with the physical world. The goal was to create a local experience that could only exist in this specific location. And in order to do this, they overlay the virtual space on top of the existing space using traditional architectural techniques like plans, sections, 3D modeling, as well as new VR tools to draw these cute little elements that interact with the people and the space. And the result is a spatial experience where the digital fabric is woven into the architecture of this conference venue. Most of this is experienced through the phone, like this, but once headsets become a part of our daily routines, we're going to have a much more seamless, immersive experience. So I think rather than subjective space, maybe brick and mortar stores are going to try to capitalize on this innate desire to be in the same space and try to create a hyper-local experience that can only be experienced at their stores. We've seen how stores have transformed since the rise of Instagram, with more and more of these themed stores popping up.